She was on PBS's Finding Your Roots, a show dedicated to researching celebrity ancestry. For context, Sunny is a staunch supporter of reparations and has made a fortune spewing nonsense about white privilege and racial justice. People have to wonder, where does Sunny Hostin get her opinions?
Yeah.
Like you said, it's obviously from her husband.
Oh, I'm a little bit in shock. I just always thought of myself as Puerto Rican, half Puerto Rican.
She's not very bright. But the problem with her is that she went full racist. She injected skin color into a fairly generic behavior seen in all spouses.
I didn't think my family was originally from Spain and slaveholders.
Welcome back to Pop Flash, your ultimate destination for Hollywood drama and jaw-dropping scandals. Buckle up because today's story has everything: a shocking revelation, fiery reactions, and a heaping dose of irony. We're diving into the explosive moment Sunny Hostin, co-host of The View and a prominent advocate for racial justice, uncovered a bombshell about her own family history that has left everyone talking.
She was on PBS's Finding Your Roots, a show dedicated to researching celebrity ancestry. For context, Sunny is a staunch supporter of reparations and has made a fortune spewing nonsense about white privilege and racial justice.
Let's set the stage for one of the most jaw-dropping moments in recent memory. Sunny Hostin, a figure widely recognized for her outspoken views on race, reparations, and identity politics, took center stage on PBS's Finding Your Roots. Hosted by the acclaimed genealogist Henry Louis Gates Jr., the show dives into the ancestry of celebrities, often unveiling deeply personal and moving connections to history. For someone like Sunny, whose public identity revolves around advocating for racial justice, this appeared to be an ideal platform to affirm her narrative. But instead of uncovering a tale of resilience or oppression, Sunny unearthed a shocking twist that left everyone speechless. Her ancestors were European slave owners. Yes, you heard that right. The same Sunny Hostin who has passionately championed reparations and denounced the enduring scars of slavery discovered that her family directly profited from the very institution she has spent years condemning. The irony couldn't have been more striking. Sunny's reaction was a mix of visible shock, unease, and a clumsy attempt to grapple with the revelation.
Oh, I'm a little bit in shock. I just always thought of myself as Puerto Rican, half Puerto Rican.
On camera, she stammered, "I just always thought of myself as half Puerto Rican. I didn't think my family was originally from Spain and slaveholders." The tension in the room was palpable. She blinked through the revelation, fumbling to frame it as an interesting fact for her children, but it was clear the moment had unraveled her usual confidence. The internet? Oh, it erupted like a volcano. Social media lit up with reactions, memes, and biting commentary, all zeroing in on the glaring irony. For someone who has long criticized others for their historical ties to slavery, this revelation wasn't just a twist. It was a seismic shock that left everyone talking. Social media erupted like wildfire. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, every corner of the internet buzzed with memes, jokes, and fiery commentary. Some called it the plot twist of the year, and they weren't wrong. The revelation about Sunny Hostin's ancestry became a viral sensation almost instantly. One tweet hilariously captured the irony, stating, "Sunny Hostin finding out her family were slave owners is like a vegan secretly owning a barbecue joint." The memes? They came in droves. One of the most shared included a picture of Sunny with the caption, "Reparations? Let me write that check to myself real quick." The humor was biting, and the internet had no mercy. Of course, Sunny's fans jumped to her defense, insisting she shouldn't be judged for the actions of her ancestors, but not everyone was buying it. Critics were quick to highlight the glaring contradiction. "It's not about blaming her," one commenter argued. "It's about shaming others while ignoring the skeletons in your own closet." The double standard was impossible to ignore, and social media users were relentless in pointing it out.
She just didn't want to upset her husband by saying her husband makes her do everything, and then she'd have to accuse him of being a racist.
And then came Greg Gutfeld, swooping in with his signature wit on Fox News' The Five. He wasted no time taking aim at Sunny, delivering a roast that had his audience in stitches. Sunny Hostin's ancestors were slave owners, he joked. That's like finding out a vegan secretly owns a barbecue joint. The room burst into laughter, and Gutfeld wasn't done. He dove deeper, questioning where Sunny's opinions even originate, hinting that they might stem from her husband's influence. Then, with his trademark sarcasm, he added that if Sunny keeps using the race card on The View, someone might just remind her, "At least we're not slave owner racists." The audience couldn't get enough, and neither could the internet. The irony, the humor, and the undeniable contradiction created a media storm that no one could ignore. But this wasn't just about the humor. It struck a nerve on a much deeper level. Greg Gutfeld and his panel turned the spotlight on the glaring issues of accountability and double standards. They didn't shy away from calling out Sunny's tendency to lecture others about historical injustices while offering no meaningful reflection or even an apology about her own family's controversial past. Instead, Sunny seemed to brush off the revelation as just a fact of life. The panel was ruthless in their critique. One co-host quipped, "If Sunny's been shaming descendants of slave owners, does that mean she has to start shaming herself now?" The jab hit hard, but another co-host took it further, laughing, "It's wild how she's so invested in identity politics. Turns out she didn't even know her own identity." This shocking twist has ignited broader conversations about the flaws and contradictions of identity politics. Critics argue that the framework oversimplifies incredibly complex issues, forcing individuals into rigid categories and breeding hypocrisy. Sunny's situation became a prime example of how people often demand accountability from others without applying the same scrutiny to themselves. One pointed comment online summarized it perfectly. "This is what happens when you're hyper-focused on race. You overlook individuality, context, and nuance, and sooner or later, it comes back to bite you." Greg Gutfeld jumped on this perspective with his characteristic bluntness, labeling Sunny's predicament as a cautionary tale. He warned about the dangers of self-righteousness, pointing out that it often leads to blind spots that can unravel even the most carefully crafted narratives. His remarks struck a chord, painting Sunny's reaction, or lack thereof, as a missed opportunity to confront history with humility. Instead of sparking a meaningful conversation, critics argued, her response felt dismissive and shallow, leaving her open to even more scrutiny. What stands out the most in this revelation is the missed opportunity for Sunny Hostin to take the high road and transform this moment into something truly impactful. Imagine if she had embraced the discovery with candor and vulnerability, sparking a deeper, more nuanced dialogue about the complexities of history and identity. She could have said something like, "This revelation about my family has genuinely surprised me, and it's reshaping how I think about these conversations." Such an approach could have demonstrated growth, self-reflection, and leadership. Instead, she chose to shrug it off, pivoting away from the uncomfortable truth, leaving viewers with a sense of unresolved irony. Even her colleagues on The View appeared unsure how to handle the situation. Whoopi Goldberg, often quick with her biting humor, might have been holding back a remark as sharp as, "Sunny, should I grab you a coffee, or should we ask your slaveholding ancestors to serve it up?" The awkwardness was palpable, and the moment was ripe with unspoken tension. A testament to how much more could have been done with this bombshell revelation. Ultimately, though, this story goes beyond Sunny Hostin. It's a stark reminder of the tangled and uncomfortable truths that history often hides. The past isn't simple, and its shadow looms over all of us, demanding we approach it with humility, self-awareness, and a willingness to learn. Sunny's reluctance to engage meaningfully with her family's past only underscores the importance of grace when grappling with these topics. As Greg Gutfeld so incisively put it, when you spend your life hunting for racism in every corner, don't be surprised when it shows up, sometimes right there in your own family tree. His biting commentary perfectly captured the irony of Sunny's situation, serving as both a critique and a cautionary tale about the perils of self-righteousness and the blind spots it creates. So what's next for Sunny Hostin? Will she confront this irony head-on and use it as a chance for personal growth, Or will she continue as if nothing happened? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, this story isn't going away anytime soon. Stay tuned to Pop Flash for more updates on this drama and all the latest Hollywood scandals. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a moment. Until next time, keep it dramatic.